Hi there everybody and welcome along to the Big Quiz Night In. It is the first Christmas quiz of the festive season, episode 53, and yes, I am particularly Christmassy. I thought, why not? So, as always, I'm going to be sharing out this link to the quiz. We're going to be doing 3 quiz rounds. There are 4 up here, and that's because we share a 4th one as a pitch round after the show has finished. First thing I do, as always though, is to share the link, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing who's going to be joining us this evening for the first Christmas Big Quiz Night In of December, and I hope you're all doing well. So get in the comments, let me know how you're doing, if you're joining in tonight, if you're watching along while I share the link for this evening's quiz. I apologise I wasn't here last week. I'm still recovering from a little illness, but I'm doing okay. So if I sound a little hoarse this evening, that's what that is. But I had to come back on. I missed it. So I hope you guys are doing well. All right, so I'm going to start sharing that link out there. I want to see who's joining in nice and early to get involved in the comments this evening. And yes, jingle bells and flashing away. The first time I've worn these publicly. So I hope you don't mind. Feeling very Christmassy now. And we will be starting at 8 o'clock with the traditional Abby's question. My daughter's here waiting to come along and ask the first question of the evening. I will give a little prize to the first person who gets it right. Well, perhaps I'll do that for everybody who gets it right. We'll see how it goes. See how many people can join us this evening before we make a decision on the prize. But there will be a prize, I think, of a little quiz, which I'll explain more about very soon, in case you don't know. So the link has been shared now across all the places I like to share it. Say hello in the comments if you're watching along now. The first round will be a Christmas potluck round. Then we'll do Christmas TV and films, followed by Christmas Our Survey Says, which is basically family fortunes kind of questions, which is all good fun. And then, of course, the Christmas picture round will be shared later on. And yes, that is scheduled to post at 9:30 for those watching live. If you're watching a repeat of this, you can skip ahead about 10 minutes or so before we get to the point where we actually start the quiz. But I do like to start early to welcome people to the live show who are ready to watch along early on. Good evening to Ed, first in the comments. Hope you're doing well, mate. Vernia says, good evening, looking jolly, Chris, love it. Oh, I'm glad you like it, yeah. I've got some flashy lights back here as well. I didn't want to put them at the front because they were like right in your face, but I thought if they're bright enough, you could see them behind and actually think it looks pretty cool. As far as Christmas beard decorations go, I thought may as well, since I've got them. And the background as well, Chrissy and the kids set this up this evening, so we've got a nice Christmassy background for the remainder of the Christmas period. The rest of the quizzes that we'll be doing, which I think that we've got 2 more to do before Christmas itself, and then the last one, which will be a Tuesday just after Christmas, will be the Patreon quiz night. So I won't be here on Facebook Live for that, but those of you who are on Patreon will be able to join me for a very special Christmas Patreon quiz. But of course that's then, this is now. We've got 3 Christmas quizzes to build up to the big day, and I hope you're all excited and looking forward to it for those who celebrate Christmas. Hope you're all looking forward to it. Who else have we got joining us this evening? Get in the comments. Let's say hello to you. And if you don't know how this works, by the way, in case you're wondering, all you need to do is, as I read the questions out, you need to keep a note of them yourself. Don't put them in the comments for the main quiz rounds that you see advertised there. You just need to make a note of them. At the end of each quiz round, I'll offer you the chance to hear some repeats of questions if you want to. And then once we've done the repeats, I will go through the answers for each quiz round one at a time. And so you can then mark your own and put your team scores in the comments, and we'll celebrate with those who do well and commiserate with those who perhaps don't do quite so well. But it doesn't matter really, because we're all just having a bit of fun here and keeping the community together. Here comes some more comments then. Hello, good evening to Tracy. Good evening to you. She says, love it, looking very festive. Yeah, I promised. I did say I'd do it, and I've got them. So the next thing I want to get will be for the new year. I might look and just getting some normal kind of beads and stuff that you can get for beards, kind of Viking kind of looking. I've seen some which are pretty cool. Don't know if I wear them all the time. Don't know how long I'll keep a long beard for, but it'd be quite cool to have some to use after the Christmas period. But I'm glad you appreciate it. Good evening to Owen. Hope you and Linda are well. Devices Uno is here in the guise of Ebenezer Grinch and all things humbug. Do not like Christmas, so we'll do very badly tonight. Oh, I'm sure you'll be all right. But don't worry if you don't. It's good to have you along anyway. Freddy's Ficcos are here, yes. And thank you for the little quiz, Owen says. Yeah, so today's little quiz was chosen by Owen. and it was, he asked for a Premier League one. So 3 questions on the Premier League. There you go, first cough of the show. I was doing so well. G-Force are here, Maddie. Thank you for coming along. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm about, I'd say 85% better. But I wasn't going to miss this one. I don't want to just keep missing the quizzes just because I've still got a bit of a tickly throat and a cough going on. But I am much, much better than I was. And I want to say, before we start, thank you for all the messages and well wishes I received. It was really, really nice to get that. So thank you. But I'm glad to say it wasn't COVID related. I did have a test just in case, and because I had to prove it to the school my kids go to that somebody in our house didn't have COVID. So I had a test anyway, sent the negative result over to them, and so we're all good there. So the kids were only off school for a couple of days, thankfully. And case in point, I don't have a beer tonight. I'm on honey and lemon, which is, oh, I mean, I love that at the best of times, but yeah, it's great. That'll keep me going. Who else have we got? Jenny here for, hey from Team Bath, loving the beer baubles, thank you. I have noticed though that the jingling of them is probably going to annoy me at some point, so I might take them off mid-show, I don't know. I'll see how it goes. If they annoy you, then do say, and maybe I'll take them off a bit early, but I thought it's good fun to start with anyway. Good evening to Junior, or should I say ho ho ho? Yes, absolutely. Good evening to Luke. Hello to the Donuts. Glad to hear I'm feeling better. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, I hated having to cancel last week. I really did. It's not something I ever like to do. Parky says, looking great, Chris. Haha, yes, good. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad I could bring some smiles to your faces, guys. We're going to have some fun tonight. Got some good Christmassy quiz rounds lined up for you. We will do similar kind of Christmassy quiz rounds, I think, for the next 2 quiz nights. Maybe not exactly the same subjects, some variation, but essentially this is going to be it. We're going to have a very Christmassy series of quizzes until the big day. Stick a vodka in the lemon and honey, it'll help. Oh, mate, we haven't got any vodka. We made our own, we always make our own blackberry vodka liqueur drink, so the only vodka in the house goes with that. So that won't really go. But thank you for the tip. Maybe I'll get some in anyway. Diva says, hello, Chris. Hope you are fully recovered. Yeah, I think about 85%. Glad it wasn't COVID, Maddie said. My next door neighbour has just tested positive and their neighbour sadly died of it. Yeah, and there's not directly to myself related or anything like that, but I do know of people that I work with who have lost people they're related to, and it's just a horrible thing, isn't it? You really hope that things start to lighten up for everybody now that there's, in theory, a vaccine of some description coming around. We'll see how it goes. But yes, thank you for your well wishes again. Martin says, good evening to Chris et al. Glad you're feeling better, Chris. Let's get quizzical. We'll be participating a bit later. Kids' activities overrunning. That's okay. Thank you for stopping by, mate. Glad you could be here in any capacity. And Diva saying hello to everyone. Stick a whiskey in it, Maddie says. Oh, we've got whiskey, but we've got to save it. We have to save it until Christmas Eve because it was a present that somebody's got us. Long story short, we knew what it was anyway, but yeah, they wanted to get it for us, so okay. But we have to wait. But yeah, I wish I could. Maggie May is back. It's great to hear. I'm glad we have got some different people turning up to join the regular people of the evening's quizzes. And 5 minutes to go until we start with our potluck round. And of course, Abby's question, which is a Christmassy question as well. I think we'll say whoever gets the question right will win themselves a little quiz of their own. So I record that on a social audio platform called Lima, and I tend to share them in the Top Fan Facebook group and on Twitter. But if it's a requested one by somebody who I know isn't part of that group, I will certainly share it outside of that in the main Facebook page. And you get to have 3 questions of your, on a subject of your choosing, see how well you do, and everybody else gets to listen to it as well. So that's something normally reserved for Patreons, but I will do that as a prize for you if you get Abby's question right. We'll see how many people get them right as well. What's up? Oh no. Your tooth hurts. Do you want to go see Mummy for a bit? Go see Mummy and then come back. You've got 5 minutes. Don't worry if not. Abby's got a bit of toothache going on, but she'll be back, I'm sure. You've got a wobbly tooth, haven't you? Alright, it's not. I promise you it's not. But go have a word with Mummy. Bless her. Yeah, she's very excited though. We've got a good Christmas question for you. So that's going to be fun. Okay, I wonder who else will be joining us. And also, let me know how you've been. I haven't spoken to you all for, as I said, over a week now for most of you. So I hope you're all okay. I hope you're doing as well as can be, given what's been going on in the world. All of us are in different tiers, no doubt. I've heard rumours that we'll be, we're in tier 2 at the minute. We might go down to tier 1 at some point. I've got no idea though. But hopefully you guys are doing okay at least. We are doing our survey says later on. I'm having a bit of problems with my other computer here. So I don't know if I'll have sound effects for you this evening for the Our Survey Says questions. We'll still have the quiz, of course. But I do like to use the old sound effects. And my old computer that I'm hoping to replace at some point in the near future is playing up. So that's no fun, is it? No fun at all. What else have I got to tell you about? The quiz is back at the King's Head and Bell for those who are local. So obviously with the restrictions in place, you do have to have a substantial meal or a Scotch egg. If you've been keeping an eye on that, you do have to have a substantial meal if you do come to the quiz. But it does still work out fine. You know, you have your meal and then you can have all your food, your drink as well with that, as long as you've got food. And they're doing things like a bowl of chilli for £3. I think it's £3, which is absolutely delicious. Got to have a little taste of it. They've done that specially for people who want to come in and do the quiz and just want to have a little bowl of food. You can have a bowl of chilli for yourself. Counts as a substantial meal and it's delicious. So yeah, we're back at Thursdays and Sundays for the foreseeable, starting at 8 o'clock. So if you can come to the pub following the usual guidelines, then please do come join me there. It's good to be back in a way. A bit strange with the new rules, but it's working. It's working. That's what matters. Abby has returned. Are you doing all right now?
Mummy gave me some cow pollen. She said it will start working.
Yeah.
Before I go to bed.
She's had some cow poll. That's magic stuff, isn't it? Magic stuff. Lots of love emojis, please, and care emojis for Abby, and hope that her tooth sorts her out soon. But please do that. Yes, Owen says, that sounds good. Well done, King's Head and Bell. Yeah, they're doing everything they can because obviously, you know, the more pubs are closed, the more money they're losing because they could be open and they could be serving people. So it's been, I mean, everybody's been hit hard in their own ways throughout all of this. Of course they have, but to speak from my experience and what I've seen, yeah, they're working really hard to bring everything back as soon as they can, as well as they can for everybody. So, and well, there's lots of emojis coming in. Look for you. Look, lots of love hearts and things. That's lovely. Cow poll is the best, Jenny says. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, gets us out of all kind of trouble, doesn't it? But they've also, I don't know if you saw the post I shared 1 minute ago, they have released a mince pie ice cream sundae. I shared a picture of it. A mince pie ice cream sundae. So it's an ice cream sundae with some beautiful looking, like, I don't know, maybe like a caramel sauce or something in it. And it's got like a mince pie chunks like crumbled up inside it. And it just looks amazing. Yeah. Owen says, I'm there tomorrow for a meal and a couple of beers. Oh, fair play. Yeah, well done, mate. Yeah, I will do try and come down for a quiz night one time, though, if you're going to be going there. Right, it's 8 o'clock. Let's bring Abby in. Yeah, Ju says yum. Yeah, it does look yum. Yeah, I might have to try it one day. Okay, here's Abby, everybody. Abby's got a question for you. Do you want to come in now, darling? Here she is. She's got her new Christmas jumper on. Diva says, mince pie ice cream sundae. Yes, please. I know, right? Would actually love to try that, George says. Yeah. Seriously, if you have it, let me know what it's like. I don't know when I'm going to get to try it because obviously I'm quizzing, so I can't really take time to eat a full meal or let alone a dessert. But let me know if you have it. Okay, so here's Abby. You can't see it properly. She does have a Christmas hat on too. Look, there you go. Right, here's Abby's question. This is the only question you need to put in the comments, guys. Put the answer to this question in the comments. It's just a number, so get ready to do that. I'm going to paste it in the comments first, and then Abby's going to read it, okay?
Just put a number.
Just put the number in response. Diva says, I love your jumper, Abby. Owen and...
It's basically the one that I had last time, but it's a lighter blue on the outside, and also it's a bigger size and doesn't have the backing.
Yeah, it's the same as the one she had last year, but she grew out of it. But they've...
I was very upset.
It's like a cheaper version because they haven't put the same stuff on the back. Anyway, there's the question. in the comments. Abby, why don't you go ahead and read it now for everybody?
How many reindeer are there according to the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," including Rudolph?
So add on Rudolph to the amount of reindeer. Let's see how many get it right. Say the question again for everybody then.
How many reindeer are there according to the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," including Rudolph?
So add Rudolph on to the total reindeer that are in "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And how many do you have in total? We've got some good guesses coming in.
So basically count up all the reindeer and then add Rudolph to that number.
That's right, yeah, because Rudolph isn't in that poem, is he?
No.
Or she. I don't know. Is Rudolph a boy or a girl? I guess they're all girls, aren't they? Because of the antlers, technically.
Really?
I think so. I don't know. I'm sure other girls.
Most of them are boys.
I'm sure the girls are supposed to have the antlers on reindeer. Okay, let's see. So Dave Brown says 10, Jenny says 9, Tracy 7, Owen 7, Jude's gone with 12, Maddie 7, Sue 8, Diva 8, Vernia 7. Those are all the guesses we've got in. So let's go and reveal who's got it right, how many have got it right, and who's won themselves a little quiz. Can you see that one? Yeah, do you want to say that name?
Jenny Bath.
Jenny Bath. There's 9. There are 8 in "'Twas the Night Before
Jenny.
Christmas." The Night Before Christmas, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" has 8 reindeer. So there's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and then Rudolph. If we add Rudolph on, that is 9. Well done, Jenny. You're the only one who got it right. So congratulations. So send me a private message. Let me know what kind of subject you'd like a little quiz on. I will record it for you probably tomorrow if you get it in it soon. But whenever you're ready, and I'll record it and I'll tag you in it if I can and let you know when it's there. Okay? So you can message the quiz page or you can message me directly. Either way is fine, no problem. Congratulations to you. That's exciting. Well done to you. And yeah, Diva's saying well done as well. So Abby, say goodbye to everybody. You'll see them all next week, won't you?
Yeah. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
Very good.
Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. Ho, ho, ho. Goodbye.
Bye, darling. Oh, bless. Well then, what a Christmassy, lovely way to start the quiz, hey? Yes, and I'll pass on all your messages as always. For now, though, it's time to start the first round proper of the quiz, which is your Christmas potluck round, guys. Christmas general knowledge. Get ready to write down those answers. Oh, bless. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Diva and Tracy and Sue for that. Okay, so Christmas potluck. 1 point for each correct answer, unless otherwise stated. Keep a note of these answers. Don't put them in the comments. You know how this works now. Excuse me. I'm getting there, I promise you. All right, here we go with question number 1. For 2 points, which 2 items make pigs in blankets? Which 2 items make pigs in blankets? 1 point for each correct answer. You know, at winter time, I reckon I could drink honey and lemon on tap. It's actual honey and lemon, not like a lemsip or anything, because that would be silly. But just honey and lemon. Oh, it's lush. Perfect for what I need right now. Question number 2. What colour are the berries on the festive plant called Viscum album? What colour are the berries on the festive plant called Viscum album? You may know it by another name, but that's its technical name, so to speak. What colour are the berries? Question number 3 is a 3-pointer. It's about Christmas carols. These lyrics come from which Christmas carols? The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head, for 1 point. Born the King of Angels, for 2. And bring me flesh and bring me wine. Sounds a bit freaky, that, doesn't it? These lyrics come from which Christmas carols? The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head, for 1 point. Born the King of Angels for 2, and Bring Me Flesh and Bring Me Wine for a 3rd point. So 1 point for each correct answer. I can of course repeat questions once I've gone through the first, once I've gone through these 15 questions for this round. I will repeat any you like, just let me know in the comments as always. Question number 4, what was the name of the first ghost to visit Ebenezer Scrooge? What was the name of the first ghost to visit Ebenezer Scrooge? Really need to make more time to watch the usual Christmas movies. We've only watched, I think, 1 so far this Christmas period. I know it's still technically early on, but there are a fair few we like to watch every year. There might be quite a few more mentioned actually in the next round, so I'm sure we'll talk more about Christmas movies in the next round. Question number 5 now. Question number 5, you might need a bit of thinking time for this one, so you will have that at the end when we do the repeats of questions. My true love gives to me a total of how many birds on the 12th day of Christmas? My true love gives to me a total of how many birds on the 12th day of Christmas? So add them all together. How many birds? Do you like the mug as well? Tracy, I know you're a fan. You might not be able to read it, it's backwards, but hey. One of my favourites. Question number 6 now for 3 points. Question 6, put these US cities into the correct order that have Christmas Day first according to their time zones. Chicago, Los Angeles, New York. Put these US cities into the correct order that have Christmas Day first according to their time zones. Chicago, Los Angeles, New York. Oh, Tracy says, love it. Thank you. Yeah, it's cool. KISS are doing a New Year's show in Dubai, I think it is, and they're broadcasting it around the world. I need to get tickets for that. That's going to be awesome. It won't be New Year's our time. It'll be earlier in the day than that, but still, that looks like it's going to be incredible. They're broadcasting it from in amongst all the hotels, so people can watch from their balconies and stuff, I think. And they're just putting on a massive show with enormous fireworks display. But yeah, I need to see how much that is to watch, because that's going to be amazing. Question number 7 now. Which composer wrote the music for the Nutcracker Ballet? Which composer wrote the music for the Nutcracker Ballet? Question 8 is for 3 more points. What were the names of the 3 wise men according to the Christian legend? What were the names of the 3 wise men? 1 point for each. This is, by the way, this shirt is about as festive as my clothes get. I realised in the build-up to today I don't actually own any Christmas clothes. No Christmas jumpers, no Christmas t-shirts, no nothing. I've just never been that bothered about it. Tracy says, if I win the Euro Millions jackpot of £175 million tonight, we'll go to Dubai and watch KISS. That sounds like a fair deal. Yeah, that sounds awesome. God, is it 175 million tonight? Is it too late to buy a ticket? I didn't realise it was that much. I very rarely play it. I used to play it all the time, but quickly stopped. Right, okay. Your next question. But good luck, by the way. Good luck. Your next question, number 9. Mr. Fezziwig is a character from which festive story? Mr. Fezziwig is a character from which festive story? Oh, you forgot your drink. Go on then. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to go with my wife and see them see Kiss for the End of the Road tour before COVID came along and stopped them from doing the tour. Thankfully, managed to get there, but yeah, that'd be good to see them in Dubai or wherever it is they are. It's that part of the world, I'm sure it is. I just forget. Right, your next question. Question number 10. Which Shakespearean play's name signifies the end of the Christmas season? Which Shakespearean play's name signifies the end of the Christmas season? Owen's happy to share the jackpot with you. That's crazy, isn't it? 175 million. You know, it'll be one of those draws where like 100 or I don't know, several hundred people all win it or something. It's like, yeah, 175 million, and then like everybody that bought a ticket wins it, and you end up with like a tenner. Question 11 is for 4 points, and if you were paying attention earlier, you have already heard the answers. Which 4 of Santa's reindeer have names that end in ER? Which 4 of Santa's reindeer have names that end in ER? 1 point for each. 4 easy points there, if you were paying attention. Or just remember them. Let's see. $15 questions in each round, so we're on to question number 12 now. We're almost there for this one. Question 12. The London sweetmaker Tom Smith invented which popular festive item? The London sweetmaker Tom Smith invented which popular festive item? Okay, now with question 13 you get 3 points for this one. In which 3 countries can you find the Christmassy places called Angel Falls, Rudolph Island, and Mince? Mince, I'm going to put Mince, the spelling of that, in the comments. That's what it looks like, and that's how it's spelt. But obviously I'm pronouncing it Mince. I presume that's how you pronounce it. With the accent over the N, you can never be too sure. Unless you're from the country where that is. But yeah, Angel Falls, Mince, and Rudolph Island. 3 different countries those locations are. So, name them for 1 point each. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to do with the old borders for Christmas, so I came up with that one, which I think is alright for now. Wasn't sure what else to put around there, to be honest, but I think it looks alright. Promoting the usual stuff and then adding a bit more Christmassy stuff to it. Yeah. Hope you guys like it anyway. It's something different. I'm just pleased it still works. The amount of problems I've had with Facebook over the months since I've been doing this. Question number 14 is for 3 more points. These lyrics were Christmas hit singles for which acts? Do the fairies keep him sober for a day? The Christmas you get, you deserve. And they got cars big as bars. So lyrics from 3 different Christmas songs. Name the acts or groups that had hits with them. Do the fairies keep him sober for a day? The Christmas you get, you deserve. And they've got cars big as bars. Been hearing, of course, loads of the usual Christmas songs whenever you turn on the radio. I've been listening to James on Keep Calm and Listen In. You might see him advertising his stuff across the Big Quiz Night In pages. If you haven't done so already, he's been doing really well for himself on proper internet radio stations now, rather than just posting his own stuff. And yeah, he's been playing a lot of really great Christmas songs, of course, on his shows, which has been quite nice to listen to. I don't like to listen to Christmas songs until you get to the 1st of December, though. It bugs me when you hear it before. As soon as it gets to the 1st of December, brilliant. I'm all for it. Question number 15, the last question in our Christmas potluck round. Which authors created the following festive characters? The Grinch, the Snowman, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Which authors created the following festive characters? The Grinch, the Snowman, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. 1 point for each. Let me know in the comments now if you have any ones that you'd like me to repeat. Number 5 I know is probably going to take a bit of thinking, so I will just repeat number 5 for you anyway, just so give you a bit more time in general. But number 5 was, my true love gave to me a total of how many birds on the 12th day of Christmas? Right, honey and lemon's all gone. Onto the water now. Let me know if you need any more repeated. I'm going to go through the answers in just a moment. And then, of course, we'll be moving on to the TV and films round. Christmas TV and films. Looks like you're all okay on the old repeats of that round. Nothing so far. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Let's go through the answers then. If anything does pop up in the comments, I'll address it as soon as I can. But here we go. Question number 1 then. Which 2 items make pigs in blankets? It is sausages wrapped in bacon for 2 points. Question number 2. What colour are the berries on the festive plant called Viscum album? Well, that is the name for mistletoe, so the answer is white. The berries are white. Question 3, the lyrics from those Christmas carols come from Away in a Manger, O Come All Ye Faithful, and Good King Wenceslas for 3 points. Question 4, the first ghost to visit Ebenezer Scrooge was the ghost of Jacob Marley. I always used to get mixed up on those kind of questions because I've watched the Muppets Christmas Carol probably way more than any of the original story iterations of it, and it's slightly different. It's Jacob and Robert Marley in that one, just so they can get Statler and Waldorf, the 2 old guys, 2 Muppet old guys in there, which is brilliant. Question 5, my true love gave to me a total of how many birds on the 12th day of Christmas? Be interested to see how many of you get this one right. Okay, the answer is 23. 7 swans, 6 geese, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Imagine opening your door and having 23 different kinds of birds just flock in like that. I mean, I've never understood this song. It's a rubbish present. Question 6. Put these US cities into the correct order. With the ones that have Christmas Day first, in order according to their time zones. You had Chicago, Los Angeles, and New York. So celebrating it first would be New York, then Chicago, and then Los Angeles. So you needed to put them in that order to have 3 points. Question 7. Which composer wrote the music for the Nutcracker Ballet? It was Tchaikovsky. I won't mark you down if you misspelt Tchaikovsky. Don't worry about it. Question 8. What were the names of the 3 wise men according to the legend? It is Melchior, Balthazar, and Caspar. Or Caspar. Yeah, Owen says, just give me the rings, forget the rest. Yeah, that's exactly. The only one of value. Question 9. Mr. Fezziwig is a character from which festive story? That is A Christmas Story by Charles Dickens. which is Mr. Fozziwig in A Christmas Carol, or Muppets Christmas Carol, because played by Fozzie. Got that one mixed up when I was younger as well. Question number 10. Which Shakespearean play's name signifies the end of the Christmas season? It is Twelfth Night. Question 11. Which four of Santa's reindeer have names that end in ER? It is Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Donner. Because that's how it's spelled. D-O-N-N-E-R. Question 12. The London sweetmaker Tom Smith invented which popular festive item? Tom Smith invented the Christmas cracker. The Christmas cracker. I bet the prizes were better in a Christmas cracker then than they are now. Flippin' heck. Question 13. In which 3 countries can you find the Christmassy places called Angel Falls, Mince, and Rudolph Island? Angel Falls is in Venezuela. It's a waterfall in Venezuela. Mince is in Poland, and Rudolph Island is in Russia. Well done if you got points there. Question 14. These lyrics were Christmas hit singles for which acts? Do the fairies keep him sober for a day? Is from Slade. The Christmas you get, you deserve, which doesn't sound like a particularly nice comment. I guess it depends how you take that one. That's Greg Lake's Christmas song. And They've Got Cars Big as Bars is The Pogues. The Pogues. Now, where do you stand on the debate of the censored version of The Pogues Fairy Tale in New York, I wonder? Tricky one, that. It is a classic, obviously, but I don't know how I feel about the censored version. Don't know. Understand it, but still. Question 15. Which authors created the following festive characters? The Grinch, the Snowman, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The Grinch was created by Dr. Seuss, The Snowman, Raymond Briggs, and Rudolph by Robert L. May. Dave Brown says keep the original. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? Yeah. Very tricky subject. In many ways. No need to censor it in my view. Yeah, I don't think so. If you look at the story kind of behind it and the point of the song, I think people are just taking the word on face value and being offended by it. It's not a word you'd hear nowadays in a song if it was released. God no, of course not. But then people say, well, why is it okay in an old song? Oh, and the debates go on and on and on. Tony says, Devices Uno 17. Can't believe I got the birds wrong. Oh no, Tony. Oh no, but that's okay. 17's good score. Dave's got 19. Freddie's Ficko's got 20. Tracy's got 19. She says I got 19 points. That's a good score. 22 for Team Bath. 22 points. Any more scores? 19 says Stu. Good score, 19 for half a dozen or however many you've got this evening. Sue says the donuts have got 22 points. Oh, that looks like that is now equaling our highest score. It is a quieter evening tonight, so, but still, that is a good score. Diva's got 17 points. Excellent stuff. Great job. Maddie, oh, here we go. Maddie says GeForce 26 points. Boom. Good effort. 26 points. Good effort indeed. Good stuff. All right, now we'll keep the scores coming in if there's anybody I've missed. If you are watching a repeat of this and you haven't been chatting along with us in the live comments, which is probably a good thing, you can still post comments and put your scores in. I do like to know these things, and that's always good to see. And I will react to them and reply to them as appropriate if you're watching a repeat of this. So please do put in the comments what you did with this round. How many points did you get? Owen says there are many things you can be offended by. Do we censor everything? Yeah, it's a good point. I am more inclined to agree with you all. Oh, Dave says, whoops, 20. Oh, okay. A recount has revealed they've got one more point. Fair play. All right, into the 20s. Not a bad thing. Oh, Gabby's here. She says, hi, sorry I'm late. I'm glad you could join us. Don't you worry about being late. We've all got lives to live. Just glad to see you. Right, so your next round then, you're just in time for round number 2, which is Christmas TV and films. Maggie May just posted their score in 21 points. Excellent, well done. Good effort all round. I don't think you're far away from the maximum there. I didn't count them up. I would normally have people do that for me on the show. But it's okay. It's just for fun. Right, Christmas TV and films then. Same rules apply. 15 questions, 1 point for each unless otherwise stated. Here we go with question number 1. Which of these TV shows has not had a Christmas special? Gavin and Stacey, Birds of a Feather, or Fawlty Towers? Which of these TV shows has not had a Christmas special? Gavin and Stacey, Birds of a Feather, or Fawlty Towers? Let's see how well you do with this one. Question number 2. Which comic actress had a midlife Christmas on UK television? Which comic actress had a midlife Christmas on UK television? Question number 3 is your first multiple point question. In which animated films do Tom Hanks, Benedict Cumberbatch, and James McAvoy save Christmas? 1 point for each. In which animated films do Tom Hanks, Benedict Cumberbatch, and James McAvoy save Christmas? 1 point for each. Those are 3 different films. Okay, then question number 4 now is for 2 points. Which 2 actors traded places for Christmas? Which 2 actors traded places for Christmas? All right. Question number 5 is for 3 points. Put these Christmas films into the correct order with the earliest released first. Bad Santa, The Holiday, and Love Actually. Put these Christmas films into the correct order with the earliest released first. Bad Santa, The Holiday, and Love Actually. For a maximum of 3 points. I was speaking to one of my colleagues the other day about Christmas movies, and they said they never understood why people like the movie Love Actually. And to begin with, I was a bit shocked, because I always thought it was quite a nice, a nice Christmas movie. Then he told me his perspective of it, and it started to change my mind as well. Because when you think about some of the relationships in it, they are a little bit strange if you take them out of context of the movie. Some of them are that show a little psychopathic tendencies, or like obsessed almost. It's quite freaky when you think about it in a bit more detail. If you watch it back with that kind of thing in mind, and you might find yourself agreeing. I still think it's reasonably harmless, but yeah, he had a compelling argument for it, I must say. But put them in order with the earliest released first. Bad Santa, The Holiday, and Love Actually, for a maximum of 3 points. Question number 6 now. Question 6. According to the movie title, on which street was there a Christmas miracle? According to the movie title, on which street was there a Christmas miracle? Tracy says, I don't know why anyone likes Hugh Grant, but that's just my personal opinion. I think that's probably his least annoying role. I quite like him in Love Actually, to be honest. Mainly because it's rare to see a Prime Minister played in a half decent way. In any capacity. But yeah, I kind of get it. Yeah. I don't like all of his movies, certainly not. Question 7 now. Question 7 is for 3 more points. Which Christmas movies were the first to feature the following families? The Griswolds, the McAllisters, and the Baileys for 3 points. Which Christmas movies were the first to feature the following families? The Griswolds, the McAllisters, and the Baileys. 1 point for each. Have a guess at those. See how well you do. Yeah, my other computer is definitely not having a good time lately. That better sort itself out before I'm back at the pub, because I do need it for that. Get by without tonight, but I do need it for when I'm at the pub, and it's not looking good at the minute. Not a happy chappy. Right, your next question then. Question number 8. Mariah Carey rolled back the years to advertise what last Christmas? Mariah Carey rolled back the years to advertise what last Christmas? Speaking of celebrities advertising things, do you know those, if you're watching from the UK, which I know most of you will be, the Just Eat app is advertised with Snoop Dogg, the rapper, and I just look at it and go, oh, you have sold out. How the mighty have fallen. And my wife and I both roll our eyes at these adverts, but our kids love them for some reason. They think it's hilarious. Of course, they don't know what his original stuff was like, obviously. They're far too young for that. But I found out how much money he got paid, reportedly, for the ad campaign with Just Eat, and it was £5.3 million, which you kind of think, you know what, £5.3 million, yeah, I'd have probably done it too. I can't stand his adverts though. It's just like, oh, what are you doing, mate? But no, he got paid apparently 5.3 million, not US dollars, pounds, 5.3 million. For that, and Just Eat are making profit from those ad campaigns. So, wow, unbelievable. Okay, question number 9. Which TV comedies Christmas specials were called Mammy Christmas, Heroes and Villains, and Cold Turkey? Which TV comedies Christmas specials were called Mammy Christmas, Heroes and Villains, and Cold Turkey? Fun fact, because you know I like giving yourselves my opinion on these things, one of those three is probably, in my opinion, one of the worst programmes ever brought to television. And on the flip side, one of them is probably one of the best. See if you can work that out. Owen says he definitely sold himself for that, but 5.3 million, shrug. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can't lie, I would. Yeah, I definitely would for that. I mean, it could have been worse. There were worse things he could advertise. Just Eat something plenty of us use when we need to. But still. Man. Okay. Yeah, which TV comedy Christmas specials were called Mammy Christmas, Heroes and Villains, and Cold Turkey for 3 points? 3 different shows. Name those for 1 point each. We'll do repeats at the end, of course, so you will have a bit more thinking time. Question number 10. Over 30 million viewers tuned in, to the EastEnders Christmas special way back in 1986 to see Dirty Den famously give his wife Angie what for Christmas? What? Owen says, is there like what? What else could he advertise worse than Just Eat? I don't know. Like, kids' toys? Like, that would be completely ridiculous as well. At least with Just Eat, there's a bunch of adults watching that know exactly who he is. When it's kids' adverts, kids' toys advertised, that would be very out of character too. Equally ridiculous, maybe more so, I'd say. I don't know. I just think if he's going to sell himself out, why not do it for food? Fair enough. Question, where are we? Question number 10. I will repeat question 10. Over 30 million viewers tuned in to the EastEnders Christmas special back in 1986 to see Dirty Den give his wife Angie what for Christmas? Right, question 11 is for 2 points. What are the names of the two sister princesses from Disney's Frozen? What are the names of the two sister princesses from Disney's Frozen? Just their first names, please. 1 point for each. Technically, Frozen isn't a Christmas movie. It's just got a wintry kind of theme to it because of the nature of the film. But it's okay. But yeah, what are the names of the two sister princesses? 1 point for each. Frozen 2, definitely better than Frozen 1. Far less annoying music in that as well. Let It Go, I know, Dave, I know. I discovered an incredible, speaking of Let It Go and songs from Frozen, there's an incredible punk rock covers band from Wales called Punk Rock Factory. Discovered them the other day, maybe 2 weeks ago I discovered them, and they do they've just released a Disney covers album, so it's all punk rock covers of some famous Disney songs, and Let It Go is one of them, and they do a duet on it, and it's so good. Yeah, so I'm going to download that album, and next time we're all in the car together, I'm going to be playing that album. And then I don't have to maybe play the kids' versions that they're used to, and I can introduce them to punk rock music that way, and it'd be quite cool, I think. But yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, Punk Rock Factory, look them up. Question 12. Emma Thompson's 2019 film shares its name with which song by which act? Emma Thompson's 2019 film shares its name with which song by which act? Obviously, it's a big Christmas song, otherwise it wouldn't be in this round, so there's a clue for you. Which song by which act? Emma Thompson's 2019 film. Oh, my laptop's got a massive update to do. Of course it is. That's why it's been playing up. Tracy says, well, have you seen that Bill Bailey is dancing to Metallica on Strictly this week? No, I have not. No, but I will check it out now. We've not been watching this series, but if anybody's going to win, that would be good if he does. I do like Bill Bailey. Yeah. Can't imagine the Strictly band doing Metallica, though. Which song is he doing? Let me know. Question 13. Which toy did Arnold Schwarzenegger try and buy in Jingle All the Way? Be worth tuning in for. Yes, I will definitely check it out. They'll no doubt share it on YouTube after the fact as well. But yeah, I will look up that. That sounds like it'll be fun. Which toy, for question 13, did Arnold Schwarzenegger try and buy in Jingle All the Way? It's quite a good film. I've not seen it for a while, Jingle All the Way, but it's alright. It's definitely not one I'd watch every year, but it's quite fun. Enter Sandman, is it? Tony says. I mean, that's the one that pretty much everybody knows. If you ask somebody, do you know a Metallica song, and they don't really know Metallica at all, but they know one song, it's going to be that one, isn't it? So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it is that one. Yes, Tracy says it is that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Question number 14. Which actor famously spent his Christmas in 1988 at the Nakatomi Plaza in Los Angeles? Which actor famously spent his Christmas in 1988 at the Nakatomi Plaza in Los Angeles? So many great Christmas movies mentioned in this round we definitely need to talk about, but I'm not going to mention anything more than the questions at the minute. So I don't give anything away. Question 15 is for 3 points. So we are at the end of the round now anyway. Question 15 is for 3 points. So I'm going to tell you 3 quotes from different Christmas movies. You need to name the movie that quote is from for 1 point each. I reckon most of you, I'm sure all of you will get at least 1 point here. But there's one here that's pretty obscure, and I don't know many people that have seen this particular film, but it's a family favourite, for me at least, for my side of the family. Right, here we go. Question 15. Which 3 Christmas movies are the following quotes from? Attaboy Clarence, You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid, and This Is Extremely Important. Will you please tell Santa that instead of presents this year, I just want my family back? Which 3 Christmas movies are the following quotes from? Attaboy Clarence, You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid, and This Is Extremely Important. Will you please tell Santa that instead of presents this year, I just want my family back? All 3 of those I do plan on watching, I think, this Christmas. Definitely one of them, but I certainly hope I have time for all 3. One of them we watch every year. Or at least Chrissy and I do. Let me know if you want anything repeated then before we go through the answers. I'd love to know from you all, now we've got to the end of that round as well, if you do like your Christmas movies, what is your favourite Christmas movie? What ones do you watch every year? See if we've got any in common. And if you don't like Christmas movies, but you still want to get involved in the conversation, then what's your favourite movie? Why not? Let's talk about it before we move on to the 3rd round, or as we go through the 3rd round. Right, repeating number 7 for Dave then. Number 7, which Christmas movies were the first to feature the following families? The Griswolds, the McAllisters, and the Baileys. Diva says she loves Christmas movies and Elf is her favourite. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it. I don't remember watching it all from start to finish, if I'm honest. I think I've just seen an awful lot of clips and bits of it. It's one of those that I do want to see, but every year we always prioritise the ones we know we love to watch. So we don't ever get around to seeing it, but then Will Ferrell can be a bit hit and miss. But I have heard good things about it. I must check it out at some point. Question 15 again then for Sue, and we'll do number 3 after that for George. So question 15, which 3 Christmas movies are the following quotes from? Attaboy Clarence, You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid, and This Is Extremely Important. Will you please tell Santa that instead of presents this year, I just want my family back? Question number 3, in which animated films do Tom Hanks, Benedict Cumberbatch and James McAvoy save Christmas? Tracy says, so far we've only watched Nightmare Before Christmas because I've decorated my tree with Jack Skellington. Ah, okay, that's cool. We've watched that as well. Actually, I forgot we watched that recently. Her other favourites are The Grinch and Elf. Okay, yeah, another one for Elf as well. Yeah, I like Jim Carrey as well, but I haven't seen The Grinch. I don't know what that noise was, but I hope everybody's okay out there. Owen says The Nightmare Before Christmas for me as well. It is great, isn't it? Yeah, we watched it with the kids all together this year. Yeah, we really like that film. Yeah, it'd be interesting if they ever did a live action version of it. I would like to see that. It could be pretty scary, actually. Probably much scarier than the current version would be. But yeah, it's pretty gruesome. Oh, Maddie likes Love Actually. Yeah, fair enough. I love. I tell you what I love about Love Actually, the Liam Neeson and his son. That storyline. That's probably my favourite part of Love Actually. All those bits. Yeah. Right, no more repeats have come through, so I'm going to go through the answers, but do keep your comments coming in. Let me know what your favourite Christmas movies are if you want to talk about them, and I'll tell you mine in a minute as well. Because some of them are the answers to these questions, so I'm not going to say them yet. Question 1 then. Which of these TV shows has not had a Christmas special? Gavin and Stacey, Birds of a Feather, or Fawlty Towers? It is Fawlty Towers. Question 2. Which comic actress had a midlife Christmas on UK TV? That was Victoria Wood. Question 3. In which animated films do Tom Hanks, Benedict Cumberbatch and James McAvoy save Christmas? It is The Polar Express, The Grinch, another version of The Grinch, haven't seen that one either, and Arthur Christmas for James McAvoy. Question 4. Which 2 actors traded places for Christmas? That was Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. Question 5. Put these Christmas films into the correct order with the earliest released first. The 3 you had to choose from was Bad Santa, The Holiday and Love Actually. In 2003, earliest first was Love Actually, then Bad Santa in 2004, and then The Holiday in 2006. Question 6. According to the movie title, on which street was there a Christmas miracle? That was Miracle on 34th Street. I think there's 3 versions of that. The most famous one is the one with Richard Attenborough playing Santa or Father Christmas, which is brilliant. I do like that film. Question 7. Which Christmas movies were the first to feature the following families? The Griswolds, the McAllisters and the Baileys. So the Griswolds were from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. The McAllisters are from Home Alone, which I've just been saying to Chrissy, we're going to introduce the kids to Home Alone this Christmas. They're both at the right kind of age for it now, so that's going to be fun. And the Baileys is from It's a Wonderful Life, which me and Chrissy watch every year without fail. Love that film. Question 8. Mariah Carey rolled back the years to advertise what for Christmas in 2019? She advertised Walker's Crisps. Owen's in the comments. Eddie Murphy as Donkey on Shrek is the best casting ever. It really is. It is an absolute genius casting. Yeah, love that. Tracy says Gremlins is another favourite. Nice family Christmas movie. Yeah, I was again talking to Chrissy about movies, and yeah, I'm sure we mentioned the fact that Gremlins was a good one, but we would never. I don't think we can introduce the kids to that one. Yeah. But I do love the Gremlins films. I've got the box set of the 2 Gremlins movies upstairs, actually. All right, question number 9. Which TV comedies Christmas specials were called Mammy Christmas, Heroes and Villains, and Cold Turkey? So Mammy Christmas is from Mrs. Brown's Boys, which, no surprise, was the one I was talking about. Cannot stand that. More power to you if you like it. That's fine. It's up to you. It's all subjective, but I cannot stand that stuff. Heroes and Villains is Only Fools and Horses. That's one of the best. And Cold Turkey is from Absolutely Fabulous, which is cool as well. Watched a load of that with my mum growing up. Yeah, it was fun. Question 10. Over 30 million viewers tuned in to the EastEnders Christmas special in 1986 to see Dirty Den give his wife Angie what for Christmas? Divorce papers. Another cheery Christmas on the square. Question 11 now. What are the names of the 2 sister princesses from Disney's Frozen? That is Anna and Elsa, for 2 points. Question 12. Emma Thompson's 2019 film shares its name with which song by which act, for another 2 points? That is Last Christmas by Wham. Question 13. Which toy did Arnold Schwarzenegger try and buy in Jingle All the Way? Just seen Owen's comment. In Jingle All the Way, Arnold Schwarzenegger was trying to buy a Turbo Man. That was the name of the action hero character toy. Turbo Man. Yeah, Owen says Mrs. Brown's Boys is absolute rubbish. I'm being very polite. I'm glad we see eye to eye on that one. Each to their own. Some people like it because it's on telly enough. But still. Question 14. Which actor famously spent his Christmas in 1988 at the Nakatomi Plaza in Los Angeles? Oh, it's been so long since I've seen this movie. But it is Bruce Willis from Die Hard. So 1 point for Bruce Willis there. But yes, it is from Die Hard, the first Die Hard movie, which is awesome. Sue says, is that sad we knew Turbo Man? No. No, it's not sad you knew Turbo Man, because you've got yourself a point in the pub quiz round, which is important no matter what the subject. So that's fine. There are some exceptions to that rule, but this is not one of them. You're all right. And question 15 for 3 more points. Which 3 Christmas movies are the following quotes from? Attaboy Clarence. That is also from It's a Wonderful Life, which I mentioned earlier, because it's literally like the last line of the film. I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it. It's a very old film, but you should definitely watch it if you haven't. It's a brilliant Christmas film. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. I would love to know if any of you got this one right. That is a line from A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story, which is it's a classic American Christmas film, but it's quite brilliant. Set in the 50s, I think it's set, I want to say. But yeah, it's really, really funny, good Christmas film. And the final one, where it's extremely important to tell Santa that instead of presents this year, I just want my family back. That is from Home Alone. So another mention there for Home Alone, which again, I'm really excited to introduce the kids to it. I think they're going to laugh their socks off. Ed says, I love A Christmas Story. Ah, good one, mate. I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. Devises Uno love Mrs. Brown's Boys. Ah, you're the ones, are you? Okay, all right. Like I said, it's all subjective. All TV, all film, all art in general is all subjective. What you like, other people don't like, and what I like, other people don't like. If we all like the same things, the world would be a very boring place. And that's just how it is. But fair play. Bar Humbug, Dave says, 10 points. Oh dear, mate. You've got some TV to catch up on, haven't you? And films, I think. Good effort, though, mate. Tracy says 21 points. Devices Uno with 7 points. Freddy's Ficco's 19 points. GeForce 19 points. Diva's got 17 points again. Okay. I see a trend emerging here. Jenny says, we love A Christmas Story too. Excellent. 22 for Team Bath. Good stuff. It's not just me then. That's lovely. Yeah, I definitely recommend that one if you haven't ever seen or heard of it. At least go and watch the trailer on YouTube. It's there. It is there. And in fact, the trailers don't do it justice. They really don't. You just got to see it to understand. But You'll Shoot Your Eye Out is something my mum has quoted to me many, many times over the years, every Christmas time. Anybody else want to say what their team scores were, or is that the lot? We're going to move on in just a moment to the final round of the evening, which then will be the Christmas Our Survey Says round. Triple Dog dare you to watch it. Yes, Ed absolutely knows what he's talking about there. Brilliant. Tony says, told you I don't like Christmas. Oh, I'm really pleased you're watching along though, Tony. I really do appreciate it. Juice says they've got 18 points. Donuts have got 21 points. Just shy of Team Bath's 22 there. Great effort. So yeah, good scores. Keep those coming in. Now, I think I might be able to get some sounds going. So let's have a look, shall we? Because my computer seems to have sorted itself out. But we are going to do the Our Survey Says round of 15 questions from Family Fortunes. I think everybody watching knows how this works, but just in case anybody's new is watching, you just need to guess what you think the top answer was from our survey for these questions, okay? It's a relatively recent survey, in that they're all Christmassy kind of questions, so I don't think your opinions on these change too much. And you just need to work out what you think the top answer is. Now, if you get the top answer for a question, you get 5 points for your team. And yeah, let's just see if I can get these sound effects on in a moment. We'll run down through the scores though, because if you don't get the top answer, I have the top 5 listed. So I'll read out those answers when we come to it. And if you get the 4th or the 3rd most popular answer, you get those equivalent points, okay? Down to 1 point if you get the least popular answer. If you give me an answer and it's not there, then you get nothing. And hopefully, in a minute, you'll hear the sound effect from the show. In fact, let's see if it's going to do anything. We'll go through 15 questions and we'll see how well you do. 5 points per question is available if you get the top answers for each one. There you go. That's a bit loud though, isn't it? I think I'll turn that down a bit. But there's the old sound effects. We've got it working. The system updated itself. There we go. That'll do, won't it? Right. Here we go then with question number 1. Name something you put on a Christmas tree. Name something you put on a Christmas tree. That is question number 1. What could possibly be the top answer for that one? Name something you put on a Christmas tree. I may have to dive into a generic throat sweet in a minute. Just warning you. I went to buy such a boring conversation, but I was so shocked. I went to buy some Strepsils the other day because they were the only ones they was for sale in the shop I was at. And they were over £5 a packet. And I was just like, what? For throat sweets? And I didn't pay it. I walked off. I got everything else I needed and left. But oh my days. It's not just me, is it? £5 for a pack of Strepsils. It was more than that. It was closer to 6, really. But still. Oh, sorry. Boring conversation. Question number 2. Name a popular Christmas carol. Question 2 from the R survey says round. Name a popular Christmas carol. What could be the top answer for that one? So many Christmas carols to choose from. God, yeah. Little things like that. Never used to think too much about it, but these days I'm just, well, the older I get, I'm like, £5 for that? What? No, thank you. Okay, outrageous, Diva says. Thank you. Yeah, not just me. I mean, and to be honest, if I was in London like you are, I would probably understand a higher price for anything and probably just be okay with it, but not around here. Anyway, question 3, Rudolph aside, here they are again. Rudolph aside, name one of Santa's reindeer. Which one would be top in the survey? That's the question. And only, of course, the top 5 are answers in this question. So there's going to be a few there that won't get you points. Owen says, £5, I'd rather feel rough. Exactly. That's what I thought. Even with how much I need to use my voice for my job, I still walked away. It's like, no. Tesco Metro, that is. Not happy. Normally, perfectly fine for stuff in there. A tad more expensive because it's a Metro, not the full store, but still. Right. Oh dear. Question 4. Name a popular Christmas pantomime. Name a popular Christmas pantomime. I'm glad some of you have solidarity with me over this. Yeah. Name a popular Christmas pantomime for question 4. Haven't watched one of those in a while either, actually. Question number 5. Name a drink that's associated with Christmas. Name a drink that is associated with Christmas. That is something that I do enjoy. Oh, we both do enjoy, actually. Certain Christmas drinks. That time of year. Oh, should we get some of that? Yeah. Love it. Oh, yes, you have, says Owen. Oh, very good. It's brilliant. In fact, I don't think the kids have watched many pantomimes, so whenever I make those kind of jokes, just straight over their heads. They don't really get it. Question number 6 now. Question 6. Name something kids leave out for Santa. Name something kids leave out for when Santa arrives. That's a great tradition, that is. That's brilliant. Even if you haven't got a chimney, doesn't matter. Santa's come around, you've got to leave some things out for him, haven't you guys? You've got to do that. I'm not going to say what any of them are, because obviously some of them are going to be the answers, but it's got to be done. You don't have to get too specific. I will say that much. We'll be lenient with the answers on this one, but we'll talk about why when we get to that point. Question 7. What shape would you make traditional Christmas cookies? What shape would you make traditional Christmas cookies? Question number 8 now. Question 8. Name something you would do on Boxing Day. Name something you would do on Boxing Day. Some interesting answers for that one. Very interesting to see what your answers are for this one as well. Right, question number 9 now. Name a family activity for Christmas Eve. Name a family activity for Christmas Eve. Question number 10 now. Question 10. Name someone it's difficult to buy a present for. Name someone it's difficult to buy a present for. Obviously, I'm not expecting you to put literally the name of somebody for that, but just a general kind of relation, you could say. Our tradition is going to White Hart Lane. Oh, mate. Oh. Yeah, be a while before non-season ticket holders get to go back. They were good though, the ones there at the North London Derby. They were some good fans there. They were louder, they were cheering louder than the Sky Sports fake crowd noises normally are in the background, which was a nice change. And there's only 2,000 of them. Jew says our Christmas is on the 24th. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Why is that? Don't worry if it's too long to explain. But that's interesting. So, is it your Christmas day, or is it just the day where you do everything people would normally do on Christmas Day, I wonder? Sonny's goal. Oh, Owen, mate, I could watch that goal on repeat. In fact, I have done several times already. What a goal. Oh, he's got a habit of scoring blinders for us. Oh, yeah. I was watching the Spurs Arsenal game whilst on a Google Hangout meeting on my phone with some of my colleagues, and yeah, one of them is obviously a Spurs fan, and we were having a right laugh with it. We were hoping our Arsenal supporting friend was going to join as well, but he chickened out. Oh dear. Okay, question number 11 now. Name something associated with the birth of Jesus. Name something associated with the birth of Jesus, other than, I guess, the word Christmas itself. I will, forget about that particular part, but name something associated with the birth of Jesus. Jew says, we celebrate Christmas Eve through midnight. Brazil is summer, so it works. Oh, wow, of course, yes. I had a feeling it was something to do with that, but yeah, I didn't want to hazard a guess. Interesting. Okay. I bet that's quite fun. Owen says a lot of Eastern Europe countries celebrate on the 24th rather than 25th. Yeah, 5th. Yes, I've heard that. Yeah. The place I work has an office in Romania, and I've got colleagues from that side of the world that I talk to quite often. I'm sure they've mentioned to me about the differences, not necessarily in Romania, but certainly in that part of the world. So, yeah, interesting. Good time of year for those who celebrate it, I guess, in general. Question number 12 now. Question 12. Now, we're back with movies, which a lot were mentioned in that last round, okay? So, for those of you who don't really like Christmas or Christmas movies, have a guess at this one. Based on what you heard in the last round, you probably do all right, at least. Name a popular, classic, traditional Christmas family movie. Name a popular, classic, traditional Christmas family movie. Excuse me. The Christmas lights are still twinkling away back here. It was quite a cheap set, I'm not going to lie. I thought they would just run out within about 10 minutes, but they've been pretty good. That's what it is, that the ones behind my beard. And if you'll be able to see it now because the light's too bright. There you go. And you press them and they do different patterns. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I put them where I did, to be honest, because that light's reflecting off them something nasty. Yeah, there you go. Right, your next question was question 13. Name one of the trimmings you'd have with your Christmas dinner. Name one of the trimmings you'd have with your Christmas dinner. I might have to put some of these on for some of my work calls towards the end of the week. We've got a big team meeting, a big like annual town hall kind of meeting with all the employees joining the same video conference, and I just happen to have some in the company colours, so I might surprise some of them. The purpley ones up. That might be a laugh. I don't mind. Question number 14 now. Question 14. Name a band or artist to have had a UK #1 Christmassy hit single. Name a band or artist to have had a UK #1 Christmassy hit single. Again, we've talked about some of these already this evening, so you might just be okay with this one, if even if you're not a fan of the period that we are currently in. One more question. The pitch around, as I mentioned before, will be going live at 9:30. It is scheduled to post. The answers to it will be in the comments later on this evening as usual. So all being well, I will post the answers there. So yes, and here we go with that last question. Question 15. Name a UK TV show that's well known for its Christmas specials. Again, might have talked about some of these already, but there's loads of them to choose from. So don't feel limited to what we said in the last round. Name a UK TV show that's well known for its Christmas specials. I didn't go out my way to buy those in company colours, by the way. They just came as part of this set. So I thought, why not? May as well make the most of them. Yeah. Supposed to be sending out company branded Christmas, like a Christmas hat and a jumper as well. That hasn't come through yet. I hope it does this week. That would complete the look. They do love their purple company colours. Okay, does anybody want me to repeat any of those questions? Let me know in the comments as always, and I'll be going through those answers in just a moment and revealing what the top scores or top answers were for each one, of course, and the rest of them to see how many points you get. 75 points in total, 5 points for the top answer. Running down through the scores, 4, 3, 2 and 1 point for the least popular answer. But unfortunately, of course, if you give me an answer and it's not there, you get nothing for that question. I know you're probably having a bit of thinking time on those questions, so do let me know if you'd like a repeat, because I'm about to go through the answers and we'll then see how well you did. Do go and check out, if you're in the top fan group or if you're on Twitter at all, check me out on Big Quiz Night In. I haven't spoken about any of that tonight because I know everybody watching at least is already fully aware of what I do and where I do these things. But yeah, the little quiz, you get an audio quiz posted every day when I'm not poorly sick. So you get more quiz stuff from me on the daily at the moment. If you are into that kind of stuff, which I guess you would be if you got to this point in the video. It's all good fun. And TikTok as well. TikTok, I'm going to be doing a new series of that soon. There's 2 series of quick quiz videos on my TikTok, which has been really good fun. Even if you have not got the app, it's fun just to see my little quizzes. You just get a 1 question, 10 seconds to answer, pressure's on. Some of them you can see on the Facebook page as well, just to see what you're getting into. But I've done a new series on there and I've got another one coming soon. So that's that as well. Right, let's go through some of the answers and then we will say our goodbyes until next time. So, question number 1 was, name something you put on a Christmas tree. So I'll start with the least popular answer of 1 point, work my way up to the top answer of 5 points. We have candy canes, tinsel, an angel, baubles for 4 points, and the top answer was Christmas lights or fairy lights. Question 2, name a popular Christmas carol. We have Deck the Halls, Hark the Herald Angels, Away in a Manger, Oh Holy Night for 4 points. That's probably my favourite. And the top answer, though, was Silent Night. Question 3, Rudolph aside, name one of Santa's reindeer. We have Prancer, Dancer, Blitzen for 3 points, Dasher for 4, Donner was the top answer. Question 4, name a popular Christmas pantomime. We have Cinderella, Peter Pan, Aladdin for 3 points, Dick Whittington for 4. The top answer was Jack and the Beanstalk. Question 5, name a drink that's associated with Christmas. We have a spiced cider, eggnog for 2 points, Bucks Fizz for 3, Baileys or Irish cream in general for 4, but the top answer was mulled wine. Love a mulled wine. Question 6, name something kids leave out for when Santa arrives. We have chocolates, carrots for the reindeer, a glass of spirits, so any kind of spirit, okay, for number 3. That's why I said don't be specific with your answers. Milk for 4, and the top answer is cookies. Excuse me, nearly there. Right, 7. Question 7, what shape would you make traditional Christmas cookies? We have an angel shape, a round shape, a bell-shaped, star-shaped for 4 points, but the top answer, Christmas tree-shaped cookies. Question 8, name something you would do on Boxing Day. We have sleep for 1 point, yep. Visit the in-laws for 2. Oh, Tracy, we'll come back to that in a minute, yeah. Where was it? Visit the in-laws for 2. Watch sport for 3. Return gifts on Boxing Day for 4. How rude. But the top answer for something you do on Boxing Day was go to the sales. Nah. Park yourself on the sofa with or without going to family and parking yourself on their sofa. That's what you do on Boxing Day, and eat and drink and be merry. And that's my Boxing Day anyway. But yes, Tracy, to answer your question there, no mince pies being left out for Father Christmas. It's not there. It's not one of the top 5. Sorry. I mean, you're right, but so are all the others, and apparently they're more popular. Right, question number 9. Yeah, exactly, Owen. Eat leftovers on Boxing Day. It's not there, but we do. Question number 9, name a family activity for Christmas Eve. We have open Christmas Eve presents, any kind of variation of that phrase, because some people who celebrate everything on Christmas Day still do Christmas Eve presents, like we would do that kind of thing. I'm not going to say it too loud because I think one of my children may still be awake, but yeah, we would do that too. 1 or 2 little presents on Christmas Eve, yeah. Right, the next one for 2 points was to play games. Yeah. Make cookies for 3. Watch Christmas films for 4, but the top answer was go to church. I mean, you can't knock it. It's why we celebrate it. Go to church. Question 10. Name someone it's difficult to buy a present for. We have your mum, your boss, your granddad, your grandma for 4 points, but the top answer is your spouse. I don't agree with that order, but hey, that's what the answers were. Question 11, name something associated with the birth of Jesus Christ. We have angels for 1 point, a manger for 2, shepherds for 3, 3 wise men got you 4 points, but the top answer was the star, or the new star, or the Star of Bethlehem, however you want to word it, the star. Question 12, name a popular classic traditional Christmas family movie. We have Holiday Inn for 1 point, A Christmas Carol, any variation of A Christmas Carol for 2 points. Miracle on 34th Street got you 3 points. It's a Wonderful Life got you 4. The top answer is White Christmas. I know the song, but I've never actually seen the film. Question 13. Name one of the trimmings you'd have with your Christmas dinner. Cranberry sauce for 1 point. Roast potatoes for 2. Brussels sprouts for 3. I can just about manage those when you cook them with bacon. Just about. Because everything's better with bacon. And speaking of that, 4 points for pigs in blankets. But the top answer was stuffing. Question 14. Name a band or artist who have had a UK #1 Christmassy hit single. We have the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl. Controversy aside. Shakin' Stevens for 2 points. Mariah Carey for 3. Sorry. Slade for 4. But the top answer was Band-Aid. Do they know it's Christmas? Of course. And question 15. Name a UK TV show that's well known for its Christmas specials. We have The Two Ronnies, One Foot in the Grave, Only Fools and Horses, Doctor Who for 4 points. There's not one this year, actually. It's a New Year's one this year. But the top answer is Morecambe and Wise. Morecambe and Wise Christmas specials. There you go. Tally up your scores. I'm happy to repeat any of those if you need me to, as always. Let me know. If you haven't done so already, and you're on any other form of social media, or you're interested in following me elsewhere, the link in the description will take you to where you can follow me across all other forms of social media. It would be great to have you over there too. No Cliff Richard, Tracy, no. No, not there. You give in. You'd think, given the kind of answers that popped up there, you'd think that would be a safe bet. But no, it's not there. Unfortunately for you. Yes, but let me know. How did you do? Get your scores in. 39 points, said Dave. That's all right. That's all right. Freddy's Fickos have got 58 points. Let's see how well the rest of you did. G-Force 52 points. Good scores. Remember, the other link in the description of all my videos is for our nominated charity, which are very busy at this time of year in particular. That is Secret Santa 365. I shared some pictures on the quiz page of what they've been up to lately, wrapping up all the presents that they're going to give out to all the needy people they're helping this Christmas. So any donations you want to throw their way, do check out my previous posts and the link in the description to follow them. Or of course you can support me here, Patreon, buy me a coffee as a tipping service. Patreon's a monthly thing. Rewards for all of that. Got some more scores coming in now. So Devises Uno 36 points. Donuts have got 59. Juice says we've got 50 points. Well done to the half a dozen team. That was terrible, Tracy says, 31 points. Carnage for Team Bath with 33 points. Diva's got 40. Gabby says, I only got 34. Outraged about mince pies, though. I know. It was only when Tracy mentioned it not being there. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't believe that's not there either. But I can also understand why all the others are there. So, yeah. I know, you survey 100 people and these things happen. Sorry about that. Maybe we'll have a different one next week. I don't know what rounds we're going to do next week yet, to be honest. I haven't looked. But, yeah, we shall see. Thank you, Owen. Yeah, another great quiz. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining. We'll do something similar next week, but with obviously some slightly different quiz rounds. But keep the Christmas theme going. I might do a different arrangement of my beard decorations, because why not? And hopefully I've recovered fully from what I'm going through right now. Cookies is such an Americanism. It really is, isn't it? Yeah. Love the Christmas theme. Thank you for that, Diva. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Do check out the picture round. It's coming very soon. 10 minutes to go, and it will be posted automatically. So I can assure you it will be in 10 minutes. Only 1 point for the Pogues. Best Christmas song ever, says Dave. Fair play. Take care, everybody. Do check the links in the description. Please do support us however you can. That is much appreciated, as always. Sue says, our kind of quiz. Well, you've got 2 more coming. And 3 more for those who are with Patreon this month as well. We'll do a Christmassy one there too. But something totally different there. I've got plans for that one. Something brand new. Hopefully it'll work. We shall see. More news on that when I actually have tested it out. So, with that said, take care, everyone. Very Merry Christmas. I do hope you can join me for the next 2. We'll be back on Tuesday again next week. And I'm at the pub, remember, Thursdays and Sundays with the proper pub quiz. For those nearby, you're more than welcome to join me at the King's Head and Bell and try the mince pie ice cream sundae. Oh my goodness. And the chili. Try the chili as well if you do come down for your substantial meal. I'm going to go before I start coughing again and losing my voice anymore. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you same time next time for more of the same fun. Cheers.